Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this Thursday edition Thoroughbred Action. Jason Blewett joining you from beautiful Gulfstream Park on a picture-perfect Thursday afternoon. 10 exciting races to bring you on the show over the next half hour or so. So let's, without further ado, send it on up the track announcer, Pete Aiello.
Beautiful day in South Florida. Temperatures a bit crisp with temperatures in the 50s here this afternoon, the mid-50s in fact, with a sunny sky, fast main track and a firm turf. First of the day over the turf at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Rider change on 6, Biandetti Song to Diego Gomez. Scratch number 8, Liza Star. Field of 7. Favorites included 4, Lady Coventry, and 7, Gracie Spirit.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the outside, Biandetti Song gets the first call. Moving between horses, that's Southern and Sassy up to challenge. Up on the outside, Treat Her Like a Star has speed. Just in behind the embattled pace setters is Freudy. Then moving between horses, Lady Coventry. Gracie Spirit is now 3 wide. At the back of the field are Linda Nin and Biandetti Song as they speed to the far turn. Southern and Sassy has the lead. Treat Her Like a Star right up alongside second. Gracie Spirit is now third. Lady Coventry fourth and awaits racing room. Freudy is next toward the rail. 3 wide, Linda Nin tries to get underway through a 22-1 opening quarter. Biandetti Song is last. Still many chances as they go to the top of the stretch with the lead. Southern and Sassy. She has inside position and a neck in front. From the outside, Gracie Spirit. From between horses, Treat Her Like a Star. Lady Coventry, and on the outside, Linda Nin with 3/16 to go. Treat Her Like a Star roused to a short lead. On the outside, and Gracie Spirit from second. Lady Coventry at a 1 pace and up into third. We're down to 2. Treat Her Like a Star and Gracie Spirit. Here's the line. It's Gracie Spirit getting up. Gracie Spirit and Montalvo wore down Treat Her Like a Star and beat her ahead with Lady Coventry third in 57-1.
Tight finish to start the afternoon. In the end, Carlos Montalvo had the winning hand aboard number 7, Gracie Spirit, who gets her head down when it matters to win today's first race for Marcus Vitali and Abianco Holding. Second 5, Treat Her Like a Star ahead of 4, Lady Coventry, who ran third. To the second race now at 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. A field of 7. Favorites included the 3, Grand Lucky Girl, and 7, Maria Elena.
And they're off. Disastrous beginning for 40 kilos. She hopped briefly and is 3 lengths last. Grand Lucky Girl blasts away from the gate and has no pace pressure at all. She leads by 2 early over second running Fashion Break. Then to the outside, it's Maria Elena now in third. Down at the inside goes Optimistic Shot with Flashing Diamond between horses. The 2 at the back are 40 kilos and Intactus. They pass the half mile and move to the far turn. Grand Lucky Girl with the advantage. Fashion Break moves to her on the outside second behind a 22-4 opening quarter. Flashing Diamond in the blue is run up to take third ahead of Maria Elena, who's not racing. She's actually in reverse right now, back to 5th as 40 kilos tries to overcome the awkward getaway. She's into 4th, then a gap of 2 to Intactus, and the trailer is Optimistic Shot as they move to the top of the stretch. With a quarter of a mile left to go, 11-1 long shot. Fashion Break has the lead off the turn. Fashion Break leads by a length. Grand Lucky Girl put in tight from the outside, and Flashing Diamond trying to wheel to the far outside is 40 kilos with 3/16 to go. Fashion Break given a crack of the crop. Flashing Diamond driven up on her outside to try to get by, back to third, and Grand Lucky Girl. Fashion Break drifting but still holding the lead. Flashing Diamond is out of time, and so is everyone else. The upset is on. Fashion Break and Edgard Zayas to do it. Flashing Diamond second, Grand Lucky Girl third, then Intactus and Optimistic Shot in 1:12-3.
Upset winner of today's second race, number 5, Fashion Break, stalks the pace setter and holds off the closers under jockey Edgard Zayas, the trainer Kathleen O'Connell, and owner Richard Forbush. Second was number 4, Flashing Diamond, ahead of the 3, Grand Lucky Girl, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the Thursday card continues right after this.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by 2 guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NEC champion.
And
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
we're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon at 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 7. Favorite was number 3, Solve.
And they're off. From the center, Martini Kid wins the break, but Nitch has speed from the rail, and Nitch will now put his head in front of Martini Kid and Royal Mile as they exit the chute. Moving between horses is Chatham. Also in the top flight is Peak Performance. The two at the back are Gatsby Tavern, and Solve is last of all under Tyler Gaffleone, but he's only 4.5 lengths off the lead of Nitch. It's Nitch who exits the chute with a length to work with over Royal Mile in second and Peak Performance third. The opening quarter went in 24-2. Down inside, Chatham is now fourth. Racing between horses is Solve. He's made it up to be fifth, working a neck clear of Martini Kid, and the trailer is Gatsby Tavern. 6.5 lengths from first to last in the run to the half-mile pole, and at 11-1, Pedro Monterrey Jr. and Nitch call the shots with a 2-length lead. 3 wide is Royal Mile in the 2-path is Peak Performance, and at the rail, Chatham. Tyler Gaffleone working to the 4-path for Solve, and there he goes. Solve up into third, now into a joint second, and moving at the leader as they move through the opening half-mile in 47-4. So Nitch leads a length and a quarter over Solve, who's into second. Chatham at the inside third. Then back to Peak Performance. That's all for Royal Mile. Gatsby Tavern and Martini Kid have been outrun throughout with a 1/4 mile left to go. Nitch trying to repel the challenge of the heavy-hitting favorite Solve on the outside. Back to third and working into the clear is Chatham with 3/16 to go. 3/4, 1:12-3. Solve up for a short lead. Nitch battling on second, 4 clear of a third running Chatham. Final 16th and up on the outside, Solve has the lead. Nitch is game, but he's only second best to Solve. Solve wins going away. Nitch second, Chatham third, Gatsby Tavern fourth ahead of Peak Performance in 1:37-4.
Odds-on favorite gets the job done in today's third race as number 3, Solve, wears down a stubborn foe and Nitch to get the money under Tyler Gaffleone. Trainer Scooter Dickey celebrates his wedding anniversary with a victory. Rodney Payton, the winning owner. Second, number 1, Nitch, ahead of number 4, Chatham, who ran third. On now to race number 4 of the afternoon, the Thursday feature, and what a feature it was, with a field of 6, multiple stakes-winning horses in here, and multiple horses that have won more than one stake as well. With a field of 6, the favorites were the 1, Malagasy, 3, Recruiting Ready.
And they're off. From the center, Quinientos wins the break. Extravagant Kid has speed, and there goes Recruiting Ready, knifing between horses to take over. Recruiting Ready lands on top. Extravagant Kid is second, then comes Sonic Mule on the outside third. At the inside, it's Malagasy, and from between horses, Quinientos. It's a gap of a length and a half to the trailer. Your dreams are mine as they speed to the half-mile point. Up front, Recruiting Ready past the half-mile with the lead a length and a quarter. Malagasy's on the attack. He's up in between horses in a joint second. Alongside Extravagant Kid, Sonic Mule is 3 wide. Gap of 3 to Quinientos, and the trailer is still Your Dreams Are Mine as they run to the 5/16. Recruiting Ready, sharp so far, leads by almost 2. Malagasy on the outside takes over second. Extravagant Kid is third. Now Extravagant Kid reclaims second and goes on the attack. Back to fourth is Sonic Mule, then Quinientos, and they're at the top of the stretch. Recruiting Ready has to kick for home. Extravagant Kid into the clear and on the attack, and now he takes the lead. Extravagant Kid at the 8th pole moves to the front. Recruiting Ready is back to second. Late run from Quinientos, then Malagasy and Sonic Mule, but as they come to the finish, it's Extravagant Kid to win it. Extravagant Kid by almost 3 in the end. Very close for second. Malagasy did some work to photo with Recruiting Ready, then Quinientos and Sonic Mule in 1:09-3.
Both of the heavy hitters didn't bring their A game to the table, which allowed a local horse who's been sharp lately to get the victory at better than 25-1. That horse was number 2, Extravagant Kid, who wore down the pace setter Recruiting Ready and held off Malagasy for the money under Amisael Jaramillo for trainer Milt Wolfson, Casino Racing Stable. To the 5th race now on turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for a price tag of $35,000. Scratch the 2, Da-Da-Da-Dude. Scratch the 7, Armonico. A field of 7. Favorites included 3, Flat Out Mine, and 9, Brag Dude.
And they're off. Brag Dude was away well down toward the inside. Flat Out Mine moves to challenge. In between horses and keyed up early is 40 lengths. 40 lengths, and on the inside, Flat Out Mine go 1-2. Brag Dude from the top shelf has moved to be a joint third alongside We Take Checks, who's down toward the rail. He's now 4th. Then it's a gap back to I Wanna, who's racing toward the inside. Outside of him is 2 ways, and 3.5 lengths to the trailer, kept Desiderado. Around the far turn they go. Flat Out Mine dogged by 40 lengths on the outside. We Take Checks in stride third and looking to gain ground. front. Then back to I Wanna. Bragg Dude is plummeting to the back of the field, passed by 2 ways, and then Cape Desiderato as they run to the top of the stretch. 40 lengths and a big number, giving the favorite all he wants up front as they turn in. 40 lengths has a narrow lead. Flat Out Mind boxing on second, and he is coming back. 3 lengths back to We Take Checks and I Wanna. Flat Out Mind back for more inside of 40 lengths. 16th of a mile to go. 40 lengths wanders to the center of the course. Back in it now as 40 lengths made the outside rail there. Honestly, not sure after that who won the race. I think it's a photo between Flat Out Mind and I Wanna.
Unfortunate incident in deep stretch of today's 5th race. The victory went to the 3 Flat Out Mind under Miguel Vasquez for trainer Anthony Pecoraro and owners A. Della Pierre Racing Stable. Second, number 4 I Wanna, ahead of the 4 Cape Desiderato, who ran 3rd. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the late pick 5. We're racing at a mile and a 16th over the main track right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the Aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
On January 27th, the world's richest thoroughbred horse race returns. The Pegasus World Cup Invitational. 12 of the world's best horses compete for a record $16 million purse. It's an unforgettable entertainment experience you won't want to miss. At Gulfstream Park, one of Florida's premier entertainment destinations. Tickets on sale now at PegasusWorldCup.com.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. 6th race was the start of today's late pick 5. Mile on the 16th, the journey here, so a first finish line race. Field of 8 signed on. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the inside, Malguapo gets the first call, tries to drop over and lead the way. From the outside, Kinane is away with speed. In between horses, that's Ender's Cat not far away, and Montclair is up close to the action today. Tadare is at the rail. They're followed by Gatsa Mojo, and the 2 at the back are Cheech Thunder and Moonshine Martini. Around the first turn they go, and Malguapo leads the way 3 parts of a length. Ender's Cat on the outside second. Kinane's a 3 wide third. Montclair is 4th and only 3 lengths off the pace setter, followed by Gatsa Mojo, who's outside of Tadare. 2.5 to Moonshine Martini, and 3 more to Cheech Thunder. Opening quarter, 23 and 3. Not flying, not crawling either. And the leader is Malguapo and Edgar Zayas by a half. On the outside, Ender's Cat is second. Kinane is still third. Montclair still 4th. Back to the inside and Tadare alongside Gatsa Mojo, who's 3 clear of Moonshine Martini, and 2 lengths to the trailer, Cheech Thunder. 9 lengths from first to last with less than half a mile to go to the first finish line, and the leader is still Malguapo. Ender's Cat launching a bit on the outside second. Montclair, he's traveled strongly today for Nick Juarez, needs some place to go, only 2 lengths off the lead. In the 2 path is Tadare, 3 wide Kinane, then Gatsa Mojo. Moonshine Martini is not yet rallied, and from between horses Cheech Thunder as they round the far turn. Malguapo under siege. Tadare looms up 3 wide with Ender's Cat between horses. Montclair gonna have to circle 4 wide on the outside as they swing into the short stretch. On the outside, Tadare strides to a narrow lead. Ender's Cat boxing on second, and toward the inside, Malguapo is third. From the back, and Cheech Thunder with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. Tadare strides to a clear advantage. As they come to the finish, it's Joel Rosario and Tadare to win it by 2.5. Ender's Cat second, Malguapo third, and Cheech Thunder ran 4th.
Number 1, Tadare rallies around horses to get the victory in today's 6th race under strong handling from Joel Rosario for trainer Mary Epler in the Oak Ridge Farm. 5, Ender's Cat was game off the claim and settled for second, ahead of the 2 Malguapo, who ran 3rd. We move now to the 7th race of the afternoon, leadoff leg of today's late pick 4 on turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $50,000. Scratch 11, 12, and 13. A field of 10, all the money on 3, the moment is now, and 9, congruity.
And they're off. The favorite Congruity was one of the first to begin. Claret Jug is sent in the center of the racetrack, and moving up on the outside, Pete Marwick has speed. Down at the inside and moving through, here's Vincero. So it's Vincero to land on top as they run to the first turn. Away in second is Claret Jug. Congruity on the outside is third. Racing into fourth is Pete Marwick around Brandt, who's now fifth. Then down at the inside, Tis Time Is Now. His time is now is a bit keen there. He's racing about 5 lengths off the lead. To his outside goes Repair the World. He's a length and a half better than Outback Bob ahead of True Conviction. And the early trailer is Risk to Riches. Into the backstretch they go, and up front, Vincero leads by a neck. Claret Jug is racing in second. On the outside, Pete Marwick is third. Congruity, the race favorite, getting a great setup, fourth behind the speed. He'll need a way through. Repair the World's on the outside, and now we're into fifth. Brandt is next. His time is now works between horses. A length and a half in front of Outback Bob ahead of True Conviction, and then Risk to Riches. 48-2 for the opening half mile after a 22-4 opening quarter. Around the far turn they go. At a big price, it's Vincero the leader. Racing second, Claret Jug on the outside. Repair the World gets started. Congruity works into the clear. Tis Time Is Now is going to try to follow him. Up on the outside, that's True Conviction as they run to the top of the stretch. It's now Congruity who strides to a narrow lead. Repair the World and Vincero second and third. Tis Time Is Now has room to work as he straightens away 4 lengths off the leader. There's an eighth of a mile now to go, and the leader is Congruity, gets away by 2. Tis Time Is Now is loose and trying to get to him. Back to third and weaving through traffic is Outback Bob. In deep stretch, Congruity still there. Tis Time Now is second. It's Congruity in front. Tis Time Is Now second. Third, Outback Bob. Fourth was True Conviction in 137-2.
Favorites run 1-2 to start the late pick 4, with the favorite Congruity coming away for the victory under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Danny Gargan, who's heating up in his South Florida debut. Morris Bailey, the winning owner of this son of Gradar. 3, the moment is now with second ahead of the 8 Outback Bob, who did some late work to get third. To the 8th race now, maidens at 1 mile over the main track, start of the late pick 3. These are special weight runners with a field of 7. The heavy favorite was the 7, Driven to Compete.
And they're off. Driven to Compete from the far outside was away very well from the center. Mr. Attila has speed. At the rail, Golden Bullet with Spectacular Jack alongside, as Driven to Compete is allowed to settle into stride and up to challenge Spectacular Jack. Mr. Attila makes it 3 across the course, working 3 ahead of Golden Bullet. Then comes Brooklyn Bobby in front of Pendant and Super Lucky as they run out of the chute. Up front, it's a 3-headed pace duel with the lead. It's Driven to Compete, 3 wide, Spectacular Jack along the rail, and Mr. Attila between horses. The opening quarter went in 24-1. These top 3 have 4 lengths on Golden Bullet, who's racing in 4th for Le Paru. Brooklyn Bobby's on his outside. Then Pendant and Super Lucky. Less than 5/8 of a mile to travel as they race to the half-mile point. Driven to Compete, about to take a clear lead. Mr. Attila is second, back to third, Spectacular Jack. Brooklyn Bobby is running on the outside of Golden Bullet, who tries to get a rally. Then it's a gap of 3 Dependent and Super Lucky through a 47-3 half mile. They picked it up in the second quarter, and with the lead, it's now Driven to Compete, 3 parts of a length. In second is Mr. Attila. He's boxing on pretty well. Brooklyn Bobby is scrubbed on, not gaining much ground. On his outside, Golden Bullet is starting to gain some ground, but he's a bit wide. Spectacular Jack and Pendant are next, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 1:12-4, they turn in. With the lead, Driven to Compete. He starts to get away again. Driven to Compete now by 5. Battles on for second. Mr. Attila trying to hold off Golden Bullet, then Brooklyn Bobby and Spectacular Jack, but the Todd Pletcher train keeps rolling right along. Driven to Compete easily. Won it by 6 or 7. Golden Bullet was second. Mr. Attila was third. Pendant ran fourth.
Going into today's 8th race, 6 of the 7 horses had either not raced or not raced in some time. The difference maker was the conditioner, and Todd Pletcher is a master at horses off the layoff. He gets an easy victory with his runner, number 7, Driven to Compete, for trainer Todd Pletcher and jockey John Velasquez. Rapoli Stables, the winning owner of this son of Overdriven. Time for a commercial break. The late Daily Double comes your way right after this. 3-year-olds on turf, don't go away.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the program. First half of the late daily double at about 7.5 furlongs over the turf. Starter allowance optional claiming horses. Rider change on 2, Clemson and Watson to Pedro Monterrey Jr. Scratch the 10, King Billy. A field of 9. This was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. A bobble at the start for Seattle Treasure. Good start outside for Forever Taken with Hardway Winner away with speed toward the rail. Remember the Main is taken in hand. He'll race third behind the Top Flight. On the outside, Nonsuch claims fourth, a length and a half better than Seattle Treasure. Then Ain't My Fault and King Angelus. The two at the back are Clemson and Watson and Josie's Riddle. They race around the first turn with Hardway Winner and Luis Saez donning the drawing away colors in front by 2 over Forever Taken, who races from second. Down inside, that's Remember the Main in third from Nonsuch in fourth. They're followed by the team of Ain't My Fault and Seattle Treasure. King Angelus is alongside Josie's Riddle, and 4 to the trailer, Clemson and Watson. They race down the backstretch and go to the final half mile of the contest. And with the lead, it's Hardway Winner. Luis Saez in front by a neck. Forever Taken is second. Up on the outside, Josie's Riddle has made a backstretch brush under apprentice Alvaro Doniz all the way up into third, albeit 4 wide. Then back at the inside, it's Nonsuch ahead of Seattle Treasure and Remember the Main. King Angelus is 3 wide. And at the back of the field are Ain't My Fault and farther back to Clemson and Watson as they speed around the far turn. Forever Taken now goes on the offensive to take the lead. Ortiz has a look over his shoulder, wants to see where the competition is. He's a neck in front. Hardway Winner is an all-in second. King Angelus is in traffic. He'll have to wheel to the outside or thread the needle as they turn in. Forever Taken off the turn with the advantage by 2. Second is Nonsuch. King Angelus is now shown open racetrack, but time ticking away, and Forever Taken gets the jump. Forever Taken by 2.5. King Angelus making ground, but Forever Taken holds on to win it. Second, King Angelus. Third was Nonsuch, and fourth was Seattle Treasure.
Good stalking trip today from jockey Jose Ortiz aboard the Antonio Sano-trained Forever Taken, who gets first run on the other contenders and kicks on to win it. Son of Take Charge Indy is owned by Secure Investments. Second, 8, King Angelus ahead of 7, Nonsuch, who ran well in the stable debut. He had to settle for third. To the 10th and final race now on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Alvaro Doniz on 4, Classic Act, a field of 10. This race was completely wide open.
And runners away. Good start out wide for Proud Legacy. Toward the inside, Elite Air has speed. Splitting horses, Classic Act is offensive-minded, and Classic Act will land in front as they run to the first turn. Proud Legacy is second. Elite Air is third. Racing on from fourth is Perfect State. Then at the inside, it's Miss B on Deddy Ray. She saves ground at the rail and is about 4 lengths behind. Voices Only is next with Little Baby Bella along the rail. 3 wide goes Flutie. Then it's Admiral's Bride second last, and the early trailer is Nile Princess. They race into the backstretch, chasing 12-1 proposition. Classic Act and Alvaro Doniz. They lead the way a length and a quarter. Elite Air is now racing in second. Proud Legacy is third. Flutie very wide down the backstretch run with Perfect State between horses and Miss B on Deddy Rail at the rail. Then back to Voices Only. She's 3 wide ahead of Little Baby Bella. Held up 8th under Miguel Vasquez. 9th inside is Admiral's Bride. And 10th and last is Nile Princess with now less than half a mile to go. Up front, the leader, Classic Act. She leads a length and a quarter. Elite Air is second. On the outside, and Proud Legacy from third. At the inside, Perfect State moving sharply at a nice price. Voices Only is called to the dong. We have 3 horses down. Miss B and Deddy Ray, Perfect State, and Admiral's Bride. All 3 are up, though. The 8 must have clipped heels as they turn for home. It's Proud Legacy with the lead. Elite Air now into the clear, and Nile Princess from last and charging home for Jairo Hernandez. Classic Act is at the rail, but Nile Princess is going to go last to first to win. Nile Princess easily. Elite Air saves second, Proud Legacy third, then Classic Act and Voices Home.
Happy to report that all 3 horses got up after the running of today's 10th race and appeared uninjured. The winner of the race was number 10, Nile Princess, who was last early and won going away under Jairo Hernandez, trainer Louis Ramirez, and owner Robert Toscano. 2, Elite Air was second. 9, Proud Legacy was third. We did have plenty of winners in today's Rainbow Six sequence for just more than $1,900 on a 20-cent return. That triggers a Friday carryover in the Rainbow Six of more than $2.5 million.
And that's it. 10 up, 10 down. Congratulations to all the winners on this January 18th. We do it all again here tomorrow. 10 races on that Friday card. A first race post at 12:35 p.m. And from me to you, good night, everybody.
working all day, hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.